Hello, class 7 students. We were doing the poem The Power of Music, and till now we have seen the effect of Bhishma Legend's song on people, on animals, on birds, on nature, uh, all this. Like when the moment the people hear this, hear the song of Bhishma Legend, they are, shocked and confused, and they don't understand what to do. So they run everywhere to, so that they can avoid hearing the song, and they also request Bhishma Legend that please stop your singing. Um, we are almost going to die if you continue your song, but it has no effect on Bhishma Legend. Not only the people, but we see that the animals. What happens? The bullock carts, they overturn, they turn upside down. The horses, they get deviated from their direction in which they were going, and then these animals, it is it's also harsh on their ears, and they also feel very uncomfortable. So they start crying out loudly, that is they whine, okay, and they roll up with their feet up in the air, and they are quite confused, they don't know what to do. Even the fishes of the lake, they dive deep inside so that they can in search of silence, that is where they won't be able to hear the song. And the poet has used certain words like boom and blare, and yes, so which gives us the impression that it is the song has no tune or rhythm. It's just what can we say? It's just a noise, okay, a very loud noise, a harsh noise. He's singing in a very hoarse voice because he doesn't have any sense of rhyme. It's a sense of music as such. And he's also using the word broadside, which means that and this broadside means a kind of a verbal attack, as though it's not a song, but it is a kind of an attack on the people. But it's also true that Bhishma Lachan is a very passionate singer. He is singing because he loves to sing, that is the reason. But unfortunately he doesn't understand that his song does not appear as a song to others. And then we see the effect on the nature also. What happens? Even the trees cannot stand that loud noise, okay, the loud blare, as the poet calls it. Even the poet very humorously says you can also hear them collapse. So trees collapse whenever there is a kind of an earthquake or a natural calamity. Trees don't collapse just like that. So what the poet is trying to say is he is trying to give us an impression about the impact, the very adverse impact, the negative impact the song has on everyone. And even in the even the birds who are flying in the sky, they lose balance, and means they turn turtle, that is they lose balance while they are flying. Again we cry, we are going to die, oh won't you stop your singing. So again, everybody is pleading, everybody is requesting Bhishmalachan that enough of your song, please stop it now, we cannot bear it any longer, we cannot tolerate it any longer. But Bhishma soared beyond our reach, however we plead and grumble. Soared, soaring means going higher up. So what effect does the request have on Bhishmalachan? He starts singing even more loudly and at a much higher pitch, beyond our reach. That is, even means he's singing so loudly that our requests do not reach his ears. However we may plead and grumble. Grumble means, however, no matter how much we complain, how much we express our disgust, our anger, there is no effect on Bhishmalachan. The welkin weeps to hear his screech. Screeching is we use generally with vehicles, so we can understand what the poet is trying to convey to us through these words. There is booming, blare, screech, the very rough and harsh voice of the singer. And mansions and mighty mansions tumble. Mighty is very strong. Okay, even the strong buildings, mansions is big houses, palaces kind of means very big houses, very big buildings. So even very strong houses, they tumble, that is they collapse. Okay, here it means as an effect of this song. But now there comes a billy goat. Billy goat means a male goat, and what happens, it a more sagacious fellow. Sagacious means clever. Okay, so the poet is trying to compliment this goat. Why? Because the goat ultimately succeeds in stopping Bhishmalachan's song. But now there comes a billy goat, a more sagacious fellow. He downs his horns and charges straight with bellow answering a bellow. Bellow is here the call of, means the first bellow means the call of the goat. So this goat is also equally disgusted with the song, and so what it does is that it just bends its head downwards, and it charges, it's just pierces the horns into this Bhishmalachan. And what happens is that, and downs his horns and charges straight with bellow answering a bellow. Bellow here refers to the song, and it's not a song, but it's a loud shouting, bellow answering a bellow. That is, the call of the goat is no way different than the song of Bhishmalachan Sharma. The strains of the song are tossed and whirled by blast of brutal violence. So what the goat does, it downs his horns and charges straight to Bhishmalachan, and Bhishmalachan is thrown up in the air. That is, it says toss. Toss means thrown up in the air and whirl, and he goes round and round and then falls flat by blast of brutal violence. So this very attack is being termed as a very brutal violence. So as though the poet is trying to show some compassion towards Bhishmalachan, saying that he's such a great singer, and this goat He doesn't bother and he doesn't make any requests, nothing of that sort. He just goes straight and charges onto him and throws him up into the air, and he goes round and round and falls flat on the ground. And Bhishmalachan grants the world the golden gift of silence. So ultimately his song stops with this. That is why the goat is called a clever fellow, because the goat is at last successful in stopping Bhishmalachan from singing. So that was about this poem. Hope you have understood it. Please read it once again. Read all the question and answers. Thank you.